What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rob Bailey. I'm a daily vlogger. My goal is to educate, entertain, or just fucking rant. All right, good morning so far. Bunch of meetings, crushed some design work, finally wrapped up the bag project, the duffel project in its entirety. Got working on some hat designs. Now I'm headed to the airport to pick up Emily Fenton, who is coming out to hang out a little bit, good friend of ours. What do you think of this place, Emily?
This is amazing. I want to just cry. I gotta move here. It's that simple. It's crazy.
Pay your money, make a body, pay a fee. Red hoes stacking, pistol packing. I'm up with the perm here. Choppers busy with the busy. I just brought a gold truck.
Just got back from picking up Emily Fenton at the airport, and I am pumped, right? I got a professional model here. I get to shoot her for the next 2 days. She looks fantastic. She's down for adventure. She stands for what the brand stands for. And I'm just excited to express myself creatively and go make some magic. And then we drive back here, right? And as I get back here, I see my brother standing there, and I see my brother's fucking face. I was like, damn it. There is something wrong. My brother doesn't have that face unless there's something wrong. And I walk in and my brother hits me with some more fucking business problems. I've had more business issues in the last 2 months than I've had in a very long time. And I don't share them on here because they're not relevant to on here. And that's what business is, man. The more successful you get, the bigger your problems get. And a lesser man would not be able to, but I'm that motherfucker, right? I am that motherfucker. And I think life comes down to a few different things, right? Some people aren't cut out for this. Some people aren't cut out for business, but that's what business is, man. Business is solving problems. And it's not just solving problems to figure out how to sell to people, it's solving problems that come up in business. And that's what we have to do sometimes. We have to solve problems that come up in business. And sometimes we create solutions that create more problems. So sometimes it's outside agencies, sometimes it's people you hire, sometimes it's who fucking knows, sometimes it's your fault. But problems arise. And as you get larger, the problems get larger, and that's what the game is. And the longer you figure them out, the more you build confidence, the more you learn, the more successful you get, and you create bigger fucking problems. But that's not about, I'm not here to talk about problems today. What I'm here to talk about is there's a little bit of a recipe to life, right? Because I got hit with the problem today and it took me a minute to get my feet under me. And my frustration wasn't the problem today. My frustration was that I needed 10 minutes to get my feet under me. I want to shorten that time. Right? I don't need to gather myself for 10 minutes and think. I want to be hit with something and boom, have an answer right away. So I get frustrated when I need 10 minutes to get my feet under me. So that's a little bit what I'm frustrated with today. Now, this is the recipe to life, right? I think this is one of the recipes to life. There's a lot of recipes to life, but this is one of them. And what it is I think there's 2 things that make you a fucking monster. All right? There's 2 things. The first thing, you can't fake, you can't buy it. It's confidence. How do you create confidence? Well, you make promises to yourself, you challenge yourself, and then you show up over and over and over and over to see what the fuck you're made of. And when you realize that problems aren't gonna kill you, situations and risks aren't gonna kill you, and that it's all gonna work out, and you gain knowledge, guess what? You're armed with that knowledge, you're armed with the fact that you can work through adversity, and then you keep showing up, and then confidence builds. You make promises to yourself, you do the fucking thing you promised yourself, you see results, whether they're good or bad, you learn and you get better. And next thing you know, guess what, motherfucker? You have confidence, right? Because you've been there before, you've done it before, and you know what you're gonna do because you trust yourself when you say it. So, you build confidence. Next up is self-talk. And I got a little story about self-talk, right? And I struggle with self-talk because the word humble, right? The word humble is something that sort of fucking haunts me because I'm a really confident motherfucker. I'm really, really confident. I don't know if I can do it, but I do know that it's gonna work out because I'm gonna figure it out. And even if it doesn't work out, it's not the fucking end and I'm gonna keep fucking moving. So, someone asked me the other day, why'd you move to Montana? We always planned on moving to Montana. I have tons of different reasons, but I remember the single moment, right? I like the rain. I've always liked the rain. Whenever it rains, I'm like, man, this rain is great. It's washing everything off. It's feeding the plants. They're gonna grow. I'm gonna appreciate the sun that much more. But growing up on the East Coast, when I started to get successful, I started to change my language, all right? So if I would travel on an amazing trip, or I would win really big in business and make money, or I would get a new car, when I would tell people about that, it wouldn't make them happy. It would make them jealous of me. So I started to change my language. And how did I change my language? Well, if I came back from an amazing trip, they say, hey, how are you? Like, oh, dude, I am tired, man. Traveling kicked my ass. When really, I just want to say, I have the dopest fucking life ever, right? Or when I get a new car and someone's like, hey, man, nice new car. I'm like, dude, you should see how much insurance is, right? Always following up with this negative shit. And that starts to reflect on self-talk, right? That starts to reflect on how I think about myself because all the words that come out of your fucking mouth, whether you think it's magic, whether you believe it or not, is representation of you, and they will start to add up and they will change the inside of you. I'm just ranting today. So I remember that moment, right? Because I'm in the grocery store, I'm here by myself. I had 2 days here by myself before I flew back to Pennsylvania, and I was checking out. And the woman at the checkout, right? I don't know how much she makes, but it's a minimum wage hour job, so she's working, I'm not, I'm feeling good. Let me use the word humble and humble myself a little bit. I go to checkout and I feel guilty that I'm successful. I feel guilty that I'm enjoying myself. I feel guilty that she's working and I'm just going out to do whatever the fuck I was doing in Montana. So she said, hey, how's your day? I was like, man, my day would be a lot better if it wasn't raining outside. And I remember she said, oh, I love the rain. I can't wait to get off. I just like listening to the rain hit the roof. I was like, damn, man. I want to be around people that talk like that. Those are the people that I want around me. I want the people that appreciate life, that see the good in things, that think positive. And I'm over here bringing negativity to this woman to try to make her feel more comfortable when all I'm doing is bringing negative to the conversation. Then I went back to Pennsylvania and I realized that's how I talk all the time. I talk negative like that all the time. I try to bore down my life. I try to show people how hard I work so I seem more tired so it doesn't seem like I'm doing as well as I'm doing when I'm really doing fucking amazing. So, secret to life, if you want to make it through this shit, if you want to be that motherfucker, if you want to set bigger goals, I think it really comes down to two things. Setting goals and action steps for yourself, and then showing up to build that fucking confidence that's warranted because you are that motherfucker. And then make sure you position it right with self-talk. And then when you walk into this fucking room when you get back in a really good mood and you get shit dumped on you, and then tomorrow you get shit dumped on you, guess what? You know you're that motherfucker. And when you talk like that motherfucker. That's why we got this office, boy. That's why we got this view, boy. Problems come with it. Problems come with everything. Problems come with a shitty life, and problems come with an amazing life. I would rather have problems with an amazing life. Ladies and gentlemen, I do this talk a lot in my head. Today I decided to do it with you. I like seeing what I'm made of. It's one of the reasons I work so fucking hard. That's one of the reasons I take on so many projects. It's one of the reasons I'm spread so thin. It's one of the reasons I'm still daily vlogging. Because I enjoy seeing what I'm made of. That's what I want to get out of life. I want to see at maximum who the fuck I am. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for cursing. I know I don't normally do this in the video. If you had kids watching, I just used some grown-up words. Don't use them. I will see you guys tomorrow because I'm a daily vlogger.